Lisa Collins from Parkview St. John. I'm really confused. I heard you say that there was a request for this type of office, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that NPN was doing this type of work that this office is doing. So it seems to me a duplication of services and a waste of our tax dollars to have this office when your office is doing the work. And it seems to me that the city could have contracted with NPN to do this type of work.
So this is I went into, that's a great question. Let me start by saying that's the most popular question that I get since the beginning and founding of Office of Neighborhood Engagement. I went and even talked to the liaison because they wanted to know, like, what's the difference between you and us? One thing that is a very visible difference is that not every neighborhood association is a member of NPN. But every neighborhood is a member of the city. So that is one visible difference. Regardless of whether we have free membership, we charge you $100 or we charge you $1,000, everyone is not going to want to be a part of NPN. For what reason, I don't know, but it's free will. However, by just the city charter, you are a resident of the city of New Orleans, so they have a legal responsibility to you, the citizens. The other difference is that NPN is guided by an elected body that you, the membership, choose. The membership choose. Whereas the city is guided by an elected body that the people of New Orleans choose. And those are like the two largest differences. These are all, our membership is who are running this organization. I am under the guidance of this 13 board of directors, right? And I govern that staff. So those are two huge differences that you can see visibly. Now, some of the services that we provide have been, I wouldn't say they are duplicated, I would say they are more enhanced. Or complementary, yeah. Such as the Capacity College. I don't think that the city will do another Capacity College. I think that that's an opportunity for us to work together. We have 2 liaisons, they have 5. That still is not enough liaisons. However, we hope that with the work that our 2 liaisons are doing, that they can work alongside the 5 and help them to understand more so who in the neighborhood that they can call on and count on and build a more collaborative effort between the various neighborhood organizations. One thing that I have a vision for, and I talk to my staff a lot about, is that those neighborhoods that are not a part of NPN, that they start seeing the benefits that NPN is doing for the city of New Orleans, because the city recognizes it. Before there was an Office of Neighborhoods, every city agency would call us and say, who's the contact person in this particular neighborhood? NPN is the organization that created the language that distinguished neighborhood from neighborhood association. Because when you went to City Planning Commission, they gave you a list of neighborhood associations and said that was neighborhoods. Richard Capinelli's news article would not have any relevance had NPN not been saying 73 neighborhoods exist in the city of New Orleans for the last 4.5 years. So there is still relevance to a network like NPN. It's going to become even more beneficial as we get stronger and build our own capacity. But even as a staff of 6, serving 300,000 people is still not enough. And you're a staff of 6 also, right?
Yeah, not enough. Yeah.
It's not enough.
Wesley would like to respond
And
to that as well.
And also on top of that, because I've been working for the mayor not only throughout his administration, but also during the transition. And during the transition, there was a neighborhood development task force of 23 people. And one of their top recommendations was an Office of Neighborhood Engagement. It was a lot of the work that was done by NPN because it was understood that there needed to be people that worked for the administration that could really help to advocate within for the kind of changes that would benefit for neighborhoods. And not only on top of that, the mayor, throughout his entire time from campaign to transition and during his administration has realized that there is an intricate need for people that answer to him, but also really ultimately answer to the neighborhoods and can get an idea of what are the things that we're doing that are correct or incorrect, how can we better them, and really how we've been involved so far in just our short time hasn't just been all of us getting an opportunity to meet with y'all, but it's really we've been involved with a lot of the city agencies to say, wait, stop. So as you're redoing a process, don't think about how it just works to make it easier for people within City Hall, but how does it work to make it easier for people in neighborhoods? So that's the one thing I want to make sure that everything that y'all tell us gets funneled up to the deputy mayors, to the mayor, to the department heads. And we spend a lot of our time really day to day, and everybody can realize that because that's most of our day is following up, finding answers, getting the department heads, making them stop for a second and realize what's going on in neighborhoods, how can we make it easier for y'all? So, I mean, I know that it seems that it could potentially be, you know, a duplication of services, but it's really just an enhancement. And what you really have is sort of to a certain extent a public and private partnership that's all advocating for neighborhoods. Because you have to have somebody on the outside to push on government. You have to have people that's within government to make sure that we're shaking them to say, are you really watching what's going on the outside? So we're playing a lot of different roles, and we're really taking a lot of lead from y'all and a lot of the input that y'all are giving us so that we can try to make government work better.